Good morning, Vape fam. It's Vaping Dawn to Dusk, and I'm Juicy Jones.
Hi guys, PolishVapesUK. We have been talking to you guys, but obviously we weren't. Something went wrong with the streaming. We've been sat here for like 10 minutes talking to you without you actually listening.
Yeah, more than 10 minutes. We thought we were live. You guys were like, you're half an hour late. We're like, what? So I clicked the button and it said you're live, and then it reset and it's like you're not live. So anyway, we're live. It's so awesome to see you. Today is DIY show number 5. 5.
Yes.
We couldn't be more excited. Can I tease them with a couple of pictures?
Yep.
DIY intro. And here's my desk. I'm calibrating my scale as we speak. It's cool. So Luke and I are really excited. We have just a few announcements to make, then we're going to get right into the DIY stuff. I'm going to make, just to tease you guys, I'm going to make today just a basic strawberry cheesecake because I keep getting asked questions about starting out in DIY and good first-time recipes and that kind of stuff. And here you go. I'm going to make another basic first-time recipe today, just a strawberry cheesecake. And what are you doing, Luke?
I'm going to be making the Pancake Man clone. I have got some made up, steeping in the office, but it does need at least, I'm going to say probably 3 weeks will probably be when it's at its best.
Yep. It's worth it. It's worth it. 3 weeks is good. My signature flavor, Resting Bitch Face, which I'll have an announcement about in a minute, needs at least 3 weeks. I like it in a month. So one of the things we got to ask you guys is, how's the audio? I think maybe Luke might be a little quiet or something. Anyway, you guys let us know. We were just playing with the audio before we started out here. And, Cloud Castle says he'll have a Servant Mini out. That's awesome. We'll do a super sick look at that. That's amazing. That's fantastic. That's super. That's so cool. I want to say hello to everybody in chat. We have, oh my God, Luke, look at that list. Wow. So the list is too long for me to name all of you absolutely fantastic, awesome people. But a bunch of you guys are out there, and we love all you guys, and we're so glad you tuned in. And we love doing the DIY stuff too, because it's a relaxed Saturday morning thing. It'll be kind of fun. So yeah, Luke's going to make a cooler recipe, and I'm going to make my cool staple recipe, which is delicious as hell. Make no mistake. And we were laughing because I did actually get my nicotine. I brought it. So I'm going to calibrate while we chat. What are our announcements? The first one I was going to say is that I'm so proud to announce and happy to announce that we finally expanded the coverage on Orbital Vaping Headquarters into more than one broadcaster this week. So yeah, and we're adding Luke here on his own show pretty soon, sometime, periodically, and soon at least one more, and then more as we go. And so we're really excited. We're just going to make it as full as we can. If we can go 24 hours a day, that's what we'll do. Full of Vape Network on YouTube. Yeah. That's what we're doing. What about you, Luke? You got stuff to announce too, buddy.
Yep, I've got the 2 winners, one from YouTube and one from Instagram for my Vape Jam swag giveaway.
That contest was rigged. I didn't win.
To be announced yet. I believe they're both UK winners, but I'm not sure on the Instagram winner. I know the YouTube winner is because he's one of the viewers that usually watch the show.
Yes, I know who it is.
I don't think he's in chat today. So,
let me see. I'll look. If he is, he hasn't said anything yet in the last 5 minutes. So maybe he will.
So that'd be interesting. That I may get that out today if I can just sit down and do a quick 2-minute video just to announce the winners. I'm not going to do nothing too fancy, but just to let the people know that who have won, and then they can contact me and sort out getting it out to them.
Haha, by the way, William in chat said, oh, Luke will start his show on time.
I'll probably be 5 minutes earlier. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm always a few minutes late because I'm tweaking something until the last minute all the time. April Miller is in chat. Hi, and she's Karma1369 on Instagram. I hope it's 1369 and not 14. She'll correct me. And what's cool about it is that she just put us on the Chromecast on her TV, and that's how I watch this stuff too. And I'm telling you, the Chromecast is amazing, and you can watch us in 1080p. There are 0 other live broadcasts in 1080p for vaping right now. So there you go. At least on YouTube. There's plenty of them elsewhere, but why doesn't anyone do it on YouTube? And we are just so excited to do our freaking our DIY. I'm going to keep calibrating while we talk. You get the giveaway. We have a website to work on our schedule too, because we're adding that. Oh yeah, that. Let's talk about that in 1 second. because we added more broadcasters to the network, now I keep getting this other question: what is the schedule? When are you on? So we're going to make a schedule and post it up on a page for you to see, along with everyone's links and stuff. And finally that will happen, so that'll be good. So I'm sorry. And Luke's got something for today's show to give away to UK viewers.
Yeah, UK viewers only, guys, just because of the shipping. But we're actually going to be giving away, courtesy of Aid, because he gave me both of these.
Love Aid.
So big thank you to Aid. 2 sets of scales. They're both the same. For some reason, I can't find the box to one of them, so one of them doesn't come in the box, but it does come in like a little leather pouch, and the instructions are inside as well. Takes 2 AAA batteries, and I would suggest only making up to 100 mils at a time on these scales, otherwise they will overload.
Great to begin with.
Yeah, definitely for beginners that want to start doing weight for DIY. Probably do 1 live giveaway, and then we'll do 1 replay giveaway.
That is so awesome. That's really great. Thank you, Aid, for passing those along. Thank you, Luke, for doing that. And those are very suitable for beginning. And you may or may not grow them in a while, but for personal, this is really good. That's really good.
Yeah, just because, to start.
That's really good.
If you ever just need to make a quick 30 mils, you can just whack them out and use them. It's pretty handy.
Okay, my scale's calibrated. What are you vaping on this morning, Luke?
I have got the RX and the Twisted Messes squared, and like always, the strawberry milk, the Milkman clone.
That's killer. Delicious. You're a little dark. I wonder if we could make the sun come out in England.
Yeah, I wish.
I got my Twisted Messes on my Nuve box. I freaking love the Nuve mod with the Twisted Messes. It's very classy. Very classy. But I still have these coils that James Reeves made in here, and they are awesome. And look, more shout outs. Rhonda McGee, JT Munn, Owen Ginter, Labworks is here, and he's got giraffes in the emote. That's killer. Flavor Hunter, April, Billy, William, Owen, Rhonda, Robbie, Spaced Out, Travis, Uli, Vaping Minuteman, hey Rob, everybody. I wish we could just have a rolling thing with everyone's names in chat going by. This is this eLiquid that I'm vaping. We're gonna do a review of soon. And I hit it. Here it is. It's a Liquid Sky. Monkey bread. It's cool. They sent us 4 of those. Okay, so DIY. I'm so excited. I have my nicotine. You're doing Pancake Man. I've got my scale calibrated, and I'm gonna mix in this little tiny blue bottle. This is a blue bottle. And so the first thing we do.
Too long, guys. But I am going to be making 200 mils, and there is 7 flavors. I'll try and not make it take too long, but it's going to take a while.
So my recipe is going to be way easier than yours is, fortunately for me, because there's only a few ingredients in mine. And if you like, I can go first since it's easy, and then you can go, or you can go first because yours is incredibly amazing.
I don't mind either way we do it.
Okay. Well, the recipe that I'm making is just a regular strawberry cheesecake by Big Tiny on eLiquidRecipes.com. And I think what I'm going to do is get smarter than I normally am and actually put the link to this recipe into the watch page channel description right now before any more time passes. So those of you who are just sitting out there hanging out, being cool, watching our awesome show because you're awesome and you have the best taste in vaping. There it is, recipe. Staple recipe. Just a staple. It'll take a little time to steep, they all do, even though, because strawberry and cheesecake, these kinds of things always take a little time. And then Luke pointed out that his Pancake Man's going to take 3 weeks. Part of the reason for that is it has a lot of ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of cream and yellow cake. I'm going to do a quick run through. We've got sweet cream, sweet strawberry, butter, vanilla cupcake, maple syrup, ripe strawberry, and yellow cake.
Yeah. Yellow cake is good.
I need a few It may even need a month to steep, but I'll keep testing it and see how long it takes.
Nice. JT Munn points out that you can get chat on screen, and he's absolutely right. You can. I can get chat on screen. In fact, I was going to do that today, but we had problems with the other program that makes that easy, and I have problems with the software that does that is a freaking CPU monster. So that's one of those things where I'm just trying to make it work. So you're going to be seeing that. In fact, we did see it in last week's the build practice video. I had chat up, but it wasn't elaborate. It was just a quad with some chat in the bottom. But I'm super excited. So my recipe is a staple strawberry cheesecake, and it is written right into the description down there for you. Which I don't know why I got rid of it, because I'm crazy. There it is, strawberry cheesecake. It's always more fun if you say it in a silly British accent, especially in front of your British friends. They love that. They think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Luke?
Yeah, I don't know why people love my British accent.
Everyone loves
English.
it. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. And then, of course, someone pointed out that you can use an ultrasonic cleaner to steep your eLiquid, and of course that's true. That does cut down on the amount of time. It cuts down on the amount of time before you can actually vape it, and it's decent, but it doesn't replace time, unfortunately. Like, no matter how much you ultrasonic steep it, you still need to let it sit there for 2 weeks because that's just how the chemistry is. But it is nice that it turns long steepers into shake and vape.
Yeah,
well,
definitely.
Nuke and bake.
Speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm taking my recipe and I'm editing it. And we're going to make 100 mils at 1.5 strength. And I have 100 milligram nicotine. And this is pretty easy. It's cheesecake graham crust, 6%, and strawberry ripe, 10%. It will not be tough to make. Yep. The first thing I'm going to do is put in a wee bit of nicotine, which is right there. I have to order some new nicotine soon. And I use
if we're both on the main screen, I could flip my camera over
do it.
And we could do it together.
Do it. Absolutely.
Fingers crossed, guys, this works.
Well, there's just a little tiny bit of lag, that's all.
Should be.
There you go. Move the scale to its right just a little bit. Same direction as that button you pressed.
That way?
Yep. 3 more inches.
A
little more. A little more. Perfect. Love it. It's great.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, so my first ingredient is nicotine. It calls for 1.55 grams. I'm just going to stick it in there. Because
my nicotine is, I'm doing 2 milligram, making 200 mils. And it's going to call for 5.76.
Nice.
I'm hoping I can see because I'm going to have to look at my scope screen, see what I'm doing.
I'm doing this off the broadcast too. It's going to be interesting. Get this backwards. One thing I think is interesting is that we both vape pretty low nic on our daily vapes. I definitely do that. It's one of my favorite things about DIY is that we get to decide what we vape exactly. And so I like 1.5, 2%, and that's where I go. That's all I vape on my own because I test a lot of tanks and I test a lot of things, and then I just take these pipettes, by the way, and I just throw them away when I'm finished with the nicotine.
Yeah, some juices I've made at 1.5. I can even vape 0 nic, but I find just to keep me going, I like to try and stay at 2.
Yeah, I can vape 0, but I don't. Okay.
Go with 5.76 grams.
I'm going to be patient and wait for you. I'll look in chat, see what's going on. Let's see. Most of the flavors that I'm using are from Capella, but we use the Flavor Apprentice and other ones too. In this recipe, I'm sure you're asking specifically.
That's one thing.
It's the Perfumer's Apprentice, both of these, the Flavor Apprentice.
Yeah, one thing I could actually point out for this recipe that I'm making, just under nicotine. For this recipe that I'm making, I'm not actually using the flavors that are said on the list, because for people out there in the UK, Chef's Vapor, a little bit over, Chef's Vapor at the moment are actually selling all of Flavor West's 10ml bottles for £1 at the moment. So I actually picked up every flavor that I could.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I picked up every flavor that I could in Flavor West. There was only 2 flavors, which was the sweet strawberry and the maple syrup, that I couldn't pick up in Flavor West.
Right on.
So it made it nice and cheap for me to be able to make, like, I can probably make 800 mils maybe of Pancake Man.
Yeah. In chat, they're asking about what brand of PG and VG we like. Here in the US, I use Essential Depot, which is, the brand that you can get mail order. It's perfectly good and cheap as hell. This is a gallon I got, and you can get it even cheaper.
Yeah, I get mine off a company in eBay that I've used since I've started, and it's like £10 for 2 liters, and it's pretty good for that price. I know a lot of DIY sites or vaping sites that sell DIY stuff, they usually sell like 1 liter for like £8-9. So
yeah, and I know that a lot of people who are selling DIY kits and all kinds of stuff are just using Essential Depot VG.
Yeah.
Yes.
My scales have turned themselves off.
Essential Depot is so great. Okay, so I'm teared again. And what are we doing next, VG? Are you using any PG in yours?
No, just max VG.
Me too. Shall we explain what max VG means?
Yeah, I know you
to
love
people.
I know you love talking about max VG.
Yeah, it's important for me to draw this distinction between what max VG is and what a percentage is. So you should demand that the juice manufacturers write the actual number of PG VG on the bottles, because max VG, because all of the flavors that we use are based in PG, because that's what works chemically, max VG has the possibility of literally being no VG. Because if you use a lot of flavor, max VG could be 60-40. So, or if you use nicotine based in PG. So don't fall for someone writing max VG on eLiquid. That's completely meaningless. It does not mean any number. It doesn't even mean high. Ask for the actual number. And if usually if they won't tell you the actual number, then it's real high in PG. Usually.
Yeah. So just
almost always.
Looking at like my percentages, this would probably be an 80-20.
Yeah, mine says here that mine's 83-18.
So yeah,
so 83-18 is going to be thick.
You're never going to get nothing max VG, because I think you could make a max VG juice, but
it's terrible.
The flavor wouldn't be there, and
they're terrible. No matter
really
what anyone
thick.
says. Yep, no matter what anybody says. Max VG juice just doesn't taste very good, because chemically VG just doesn't hold flavor very well. It is possible to do, but it's just not very good. And like I vape pure VG, like this is pure VG I keep in a ketchup bottle. I vape this when I just need to get lots of clouds or practice O's or whatever, and it's not good. It's just pure VG. Tastes like max VG.
Owen put max VG equals 40 amp batteries.
Yeah, the magical unicorn of lying. Yeah, exactly right. Good comparison.
So I'm going to be putting in the
They're legit
cream
40 amp batteries,
which is 4 grams.
All right. Then I guess I'll find some cheesecake graham crust. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I'm going to need 6 1/4 grams of this. 1, 2. I'm going to go over by about 100%. What do you think? Just kidding. But I mean, dude, and Rob in chat just said something completely strange. Like 90% of your DIY is max VG. What does that mean? But 70 or less VG? Like max VG, that doesn't mean anything. We have to stop using those words. Everyone stop
Yeah.
using the words max VG. They don't mean anything. Don't say max VG unless you are literally referring to calculating a recipe to a friend, talking about a specific percentage recipe.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Max VG is...
The only way I look at the word max VG is because obviously I'm making 200 mils.
Yeah.
And the most of that 200 mils is VG. So you could look at it that way and say the maximum of the liquid going in is VG, but it doesn't mean it's max VG.
That'd be majority VG. Anyway, I'm on a crusade to eliminate this because what it is a way for them to hide that they're embarrassed about how thin their juice is and to sell to people who don't understand how eLiquid is made. It's just ridiculous. It's like, I haven't met one eLiquid manufacturer who's proud of the consistency of their juice who didn't write it right on there.
So I'm going to put in the sweet strawberry, and that calls for another 4 mils.
Sounds like you're at a urinal.
Yep, that's it. Just weeing in the jar.
Okay, I finished my one ingredient.
A little bit over, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, we need to start speaking descriptively. Okay, and I have to have a lot of ripe strawberry.
The butter's going to be 2 milligrams. That's nice and easy.
Oh, there's James Reeves, I see.
Ooh.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, big thank you to James. Sent out mine and Aid's drip tips that we ordered from Double Helix Designs. Not sure when I'm going to get them because I've not had no post for the last 2 days, and we don't have any post on Monday because it's bank holiday.
Oh.
So, but hopefully soon, hopefully next week at some point they may arrive, which I'm really excited about.
I hope so. I'm super excited. Dude, what's going on with my focus? You guys can't see, but I got my flavor. Next
vanilla
is
cupcake, 8 grams. So pretty much the whole bottle.
Is it?
Pretty much. I've only got 10 ml bottles, which the maple syrup in a minute is the whole bottle.
I've got to put in 10.38 of this strawberry ripe. That's a lot.
8 grams of the vanilla cupcake.
Yeah, I really hope everyone feels like they can get into this. Really, the weight method is good. You get a scale and a few ingredients and a couple of staple flavors like cheesecake, graham crust, and strawberry ripe, and you really are good to get started. You don't need anything else.
You don't, and you don't need to make complicated flavors to start with. Just make something simple that's like, what, 2 or 3 concentrate flavors.
Yep, I've got 2 in this one, and they work fine, just to get yourself used to the mixing and all that stuff. You can get creative. The thing is, there's different kinds of DIY. There's staple DIY, and then there's if you want to get into the mindset of DIY and then start the experimentation. And that's not easy. That's not for everybody. Most people will do it just for staple all-day vapes.
So for the maple syrup, I'm actually gonna just rip off. I can get the dropper tab off instead of sitting there dropping the whole bottle. I can just tip it in because this is calling for 10 grams of maple syrup.
So I'm through. All I need now is VG. I'll wait for you. Isn't that crazy? It's only 2 ingredients. It's fast. I'll just start shaking, actually.
Right, there is the maple syrup in.
I'll wait for you. We'll see what's going on in chat. Everybody is talking about their... Hey, Vape Ross Vape. Great to see you, man. Dennis. Everybody.
Next is going to be the ripe strawberry, which is 4 mils.
James Reese says he wants to try this without the strawberry, just the cheesecake. It's pretty good. I have 4 or 5 different kinds of blueberry I'm trying to combine to see if it's any good. And Uli says he just uses other people's recipes. Yeah, that's fine. You can totally do that. That's great. That's totally killer. I always start with other people's recipes and then I move through. I've only done a couple of things fully from scratch. And honestly, they were based on, even the things I've done from scratch were based on ideas I learned from experimenting with other people's recipes. That is a very similar phenomenon to how music works. So it's pretty fun.
Just putting in the last flavor now, which is yellow cake, which is another 4 mils, 4 grams.
So you're just going to put that directly into your tank and vape it without any VG?
I could, but I don't think it tasted that great.
Send it to Vaping Mikra. He'll vape it. Did you see that video he did where he vaped pure Nick?
No.
Yeah.
Don't think I'd be trying that.
Yeah. It was crazy. Let's see. People are talking about coffee vape slightly there, James. I don't know of a great coffee vape yet, but James sent me this one that he loves, actually, and I think it's repulsive. But it's fascinating. It tastes exactly like coffee. He says that it tastes like Donut House or Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I think it tastes like coffee breath.
Yeah, I've not found many good coffee vapes. The only one that I've found was like one that tasted like a coffee and chocolate sweet.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually.
Not a coffee on its own. I haven't found a good one yet.
I think I would enjoy that coffee sweet vape. What about in the audience? What are y'all's favorite vapes that you would like to be able to make for yourselves? I know they've been talking about them a little bit on their own, but I'm just curious.
I'm gonna put in the VG now, the last bit, which is 199.8 grams.
Ooh, Cloudcastle says he had one sent from Divine eLiquid when it tastes like nasty peanuts. Oh, I'm sorry. He said Waffle House coffee, but what I mean is cheap coffee. But James, it still tastes like coffee breath. At least I think so. Although, again, we stress the subjectivity of it. Oh, are we putting our VG in now?
Yes.
Oh, you forgot to tell me. Here we go. Hold on now. I'm ready for you. I'm just putting in 104.04 grams.
I'll put in 199.8. Which is is always fun. Obviously, it doesn't need to be perfect, but the first time I actually made this the other day, this recipe, I actually got it exact.
Nice.
I don't think it's going to happen today. It never does when it's on camera.
It never seems to when we're doing it live, does it? It seems strange.
Oh, there we go. It went over 200. It's fine.
You ruined it. It's totally ruined.
Yeah, God, I can't vape it now. I have to throw it in the bin.
If you're going to screw up any ingredient, screw up the VG.
Yep.
I'll just say that.
Turn that off. I'll switch over so you can all see my beautiful face again.
Mm.
Don't want to just look at juices.
Oh, you're looking at my wonderful desk right now.
And I should be back.
You are. Yeah, it's behaving quite well.
So I'm gonna now. These are actually these jars that I picked up. If I can get the little seal out, it's actually got like a little rubber seal. These are airtight jars, which are pretty cool.
Yeah, mason jars, we call those in the States. They're awesome. They're canning jars for food. Okay, I'm finished. There it goes. All good. It's beautiful. And I really like these little cough syrup jars, or whatever this is. I don't know where I got it, but it works excellent for mixing 100 mils at a time, because there's a little bit of space in the top. It's good to have a little bit of space in the top, like for shaking. And the first thing you do when you're finished is you shake the crap out of it, and then you go and you put this, at least what I always do is I go put this in a little hot water bath at about 125 degrees, 140 degrees, for about an hour with the lid open. And then I shake the crap out of it after it has after that has warmed it up, and then I don't heat it. I don't do that anymore after that. And then I shake it every day and vape it. And this recipe, the strawberry cheesecake, will take maybe 2 weeks to get good. And then maybe 2 weeks to get decent, 3 weeks to get good. And it will be good. I happen to know. I love it.
Shaken.
Yeah. Break that. Wow, you did shake the crap out of that. It's all aerated. That's good.
This is I believe this is a 500ml jar, so there's loads of air in there.
Hey, hello to the first thought. I see there in chat. That's a cool name, and I love that avatar, actually. Oh, and Fixed in Focus. Thanks, too, for watching all those videos and for commenting on them, by the way. I really appreciate it. And Fixed in Focus, I was stoked because he went out and got an avocado after he saw my avocado thing. I guess he'd been thinking about it. And, man, I love my avocado. He's asking you a question about getting the juice flavors cheap in the UK again, Luke. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, that was from chefsvapor.co.uk, I believe. Yeah, the Flavor West flavors. It's only for the Flavor West at the moment. They're £1 for a 10ml bottle. So, and they do also, if you can get 10% off at the moment. I'm trying to think. It's BOFV in capitals to get 10% off your order. And I believe that's anything over £10. Yeah, BOFV.
And it's S. Can you spell the URL? I'm putting it in the description.
Yeah,
CHEFS
Yes, I believe so. Yes, I believe it is.
Because it's English.
.co.uk.
Oh, of course. I'm just making sure. So that is, I think, in the description. Yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
Use code.
I believe it's anything over a £10 order. You can use a £10 10% discount code.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and Robbie Vapes just said as well, if you spend over £30, it's free shipping. Okay. I don't know if Flavor West are changing their labels, and that's why they've discounted the bottles. And like I said, I don't know. They didn't put anything on the website, so I don't know how long they're going to be £1 or what. So go and get them when they're cheap, guys. If you want some Flavor West flavorings. So let's do.
That's cool. I'm just saving the changes.
Should we do the giveaway for the live chat?
Absolutely. That's a great idea. Let me just close this window.
You will have to be in the UK, just because of shipping, obviously. Not sure if these will I'll probably wait and ship them both out at the same time. So obviously next week's winner won't be announced until next week.
Right.
What should we get them to put in the chat, the live chat?
For a scale, type in, do it by weight. How about that? We have 40 seconds to wait.
Do it by weight.
Do it by weight. Whoever, Team Baby Clouds. We'll have a Team Baby Clouds vape moment.
Baby Clouds, what are those?
I wouldn't know, sir.
Blow some holes.
My O game is improving quite a bit with the help of Zach.
Yeah, mine's not too good, especially in here because I've got some breeze coming from somewhere. But nobody wants some scales? Come on, guys. There we go.
William wins.
So if you can just contact me at PolishVapesUK@hotmail.com and just give me your shipping details so that I've got them, and I'll keep them aside for when we get next week's winner, and then I'll send them both at the same time.
Hey, looks good to me. That's awesome. That's killer. That is so killer. I tell you, having a little scale for DIY is killer.
Yeah, especially for people that want to start out, or people that are just making 30 mils or 100 mils at a time. It doesn't even have to be if you're starting out. If you're only making small bottles, then they're perfect.
There's Matthew just said he's upset that he doesn't get a shout outs anymore because he always watches replays. We're shouting out to you, Matthew. And it's Ryman Berman. That's awesome. I don't quite understand what you were saying. William said something in chat. He said he drilled 2 wicking holes on the other side so he could put in 2 horizontal coils. I don't quite understand what you mean by that. My avocado can put in... I have 2 horizontal coils in my avocado right now. And it has 4 holes in the deck.
Yeah.
On the other side of what? He'll tell us in a minute.
Yeah, I see Vape Ross Vape as well saying good to see UK giveaways. So many US onlys.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to do US as well, but for me the shipping it's not worth for me because I haven't got that spare money laying around.
Hey, bye Brett, by the way. He has to take off. Oh, hey, there's Kevin too.
Yeah, I'd love to do US giveaways as well. Which we do obviously do some giveaways. We haven't done any for a while, but
yeah, and in fact, what we're going to start, what we should do is we should go back to the old method, which was just getting stuff off of Fastech and sending it, because it's just so much easier. Because no matter where you are in the world, you can get it, and it just takes a little time. So we may start doing that too. And I'm going to try to contact Inniken and get them to donate some T18s for the interview shows.
Yeah, maybe if people are up for it, maybe setting up like a donate page on the OVHQ so we can actually do giveaways would be a good idea.
I would love that. In fact, we have donations enabled. If you go to the main OVHQ site here on YouTube, Juicy Jones / Juicy Jones YouTube / Juicy Jones HQ, and click on the donate button right there, you can make any donation you want, and all of that money will go into things like giveaways and stuff, all of it. And that would be great. You're certainly not required to do that. We do this out of the goodness of our heart, but we do most of the stuff out of our pocket.
Yeah. So for the replay giveaway, I'm guessing we could just do the same thing.
Yeah.
Just in the comments on the replay, guys. Remember, again, you have to be in the UK. Just type in the comments, do it by weight, and you'll be entered in for the giveaway, which we will announce next week.
Love it. I love it. So I'm shaking the crap out of my juice here, and I'm going to re-wick my Twisted Messes. I'm going to see if this shaken vapes. I know it won't be very good, just because I happen to know.
Yeah, I'm not going to taste this because I've tried the one that I made the other day, and I know it's not a shaken vape.
Uli said, yeah, what you should shake that on camera because it looks funny. You're so right.
It's definitely not a shaken vape. Yes, we do, but he did send me the ejuice that Luke made from the last. Yes, I know Blaine got his juices finally. I know it took a while to get to you, Blaine. I was busy and had things going on and didn't have the time to ship them out, but I know Blaine's got them now. I hope he enjoyed all the flavors that he got. I haven't had a chance to speak to him yet.
I still owe Vape Ross Vape some eLiquid, and in fact, it's finally made as of the other day.
That's the best flavor. See, for me, I'm just answering the first thoughts question about the best companies for flavors.
Good question. Very good question.
I'd say they're all pretty good. It all depends on what recipe you're making, and I try to stick to the recipe. Sometimes I don't, because say I go for a Capella flavor and it's out of stock, then I will just substitute it for like a Flavor West or a Flavor Apprentice. But they're all pretty good. There are some flavors that are better than others. Like if you want a glazed donut, definitely get the Capella because that is the best glazed donut. So there's little flavors like that, but it's quite hard to say who's the best. It all depends on the concentrate you're looking for.
I personally think Capella has the best flavors.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. But you know, I have a lot of good flavors from Flavor Apprentice and from what's it? Inawera. Inawera also makes very good flavors. So I definitely think Capella and Inaware are my two favorites. But I've got, like I said, I use a lot of Flavor West flavors. Usually just one or two at a time, though.
And Blaine was saying all the flavors were good, and the Milkman clone lasted less than 2 days. I'm not surprised. I go through easily anywhere between 15 and 30 mils of that Milkman a day.
Delicious. Really delicious. And let's see. It looks like Owen says he wants some Drippin' Dots. We'll be seeing that. Is it the original Drippin' Dots or is it the ruthless ejuice lying cheater Drippin' Dots? And Robbie Vapeshop's Life points out that Inawera and Flavor Apprentice can be very strong, although I haven't seen Flavor Apprentice that way. I think Capella tend to be that way more for me. Like the marshmallow from Capella is crazy. But the Flavor Apprentice marshmallow is also really good. So it's not like... One of the things that you do if you DIY is you have to try all the flavors.
Yeah. You have to make the recipe, and then if you think flavors need to be dropped by a couple of percentages, then that's what you need to do to make it for you.
Somebody mentioned Loran. You know, I wouldn't vape a Loran flavor in a million years because they're the ones who had all the food colorings and like they just have their. I mean, I personally don't like those.
Yeah, that's one thing that has annoyed me on Facebook. You always see people making flavors, and then they put silly comments like, "Where can I get food colorings from for my ejuice?" I'm like, you don't need food coloring. It doesn't do anything. It's just there's no need for food coloring in e-liquids at all.
Hey, I think we made a mistake in our giveaway. I think we gave something away accidentally to Josh, who I love, or to 225RC rather, and he's in the U.S., so we made a mistake.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not anybody's fault. And he's messaging me saying, "Hey, by the way, I'm in the U.S." So thanks for that. And what we got to do is the first thought one.
Is that who was next? Was it?
Yeah, it was instantly right after him was the first thought. So please, I'm so sorry for that little mix-up. Sometimes that happens. And William is, of course, the greatest guy. He's nice. He just sent me a message. It's like, "Hey, man, don't send me that." And he's like, "I didn't think I would win." And so thanks for that. That's fine. Little tiny mix-up, but the first thought is in the UK, if I am not crazy. And that's awesome. And you other UK folks, don't forget to write in the chat. Do it by weight. Yes. Although Ryan Berman points out that Loran's cream cheese icing flavor is great, so I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, if the first thought, just thought. Yeah, if you're in the chat, yeah, you are in the UK. I believe. Just double checking. Can you just type in chat to make sure you are in the UK?
You can tell he's in the UK because he's really, really friendly. Just kidding. Yeah, William is the coolest guy. Besides, William always tries to win stuff and never gets anything, so we're just going to send him some stuff anyway. Just some eLiquid. Just some whatever. Make some more. I need to buy some more supplies, too. Yeah, especially. Yeah, totally. I can't wait to do the Resting Bitch Face group mix. That'll be really fun. Yeah. Rhonda's asking, do ejuice sweeteners have actual sugars in them? And no, well, yes and no. They do and they don't. I mean, sugars are a chemical formula or a chemical thing that do exist in them. But if you mean like cane sugars, no. They have things like ethyl maltol and sucralose. And those are artificial sweeteners that your body thinks taste sweet, that taste like sugars. And may even contain some sugars. Like even VG contains some sugars.
I just put my email in the chat. So first thought, if you just hit me up, and what I may do, I may chuck 30ml or 15ml unicorn bottle in with each scale as well of the Milkman.
Ooh. Yeah. Sorry, my dog just started barking like crazy, and my sweet girlfriend opened the door and let her in. She's like, "Stop barking. Stop that barking." I've noticed that, I mean, the shittiest juices will be like, 10% sweet strawberry and 4% ethyl maltol or sucralose. I mean, that's like the shit juice they'll charge you $1 billion for. but you can do a lot better. A lot of ingredients, like we were talking about marshmallow earlier. Marshmallow is a natural sweetener.
Yeah.
And one of the things we stress is that if you're going to get juices, buy the ingredients and then look up what the recommended concentrations are and like make little 5 or 8% concentration mixes in a 10 ml bottle for yourself and let it steep and vape it. That way you know what each of your ingredients taste like. That's the only way to really be informed about what you're doing when you're mixing them.
Yeah. What I usually do if I look at a recipe and it's got like maltol or something like that in it, I usually do make a little batch up with it and see, but usually it's too sweet, so I end up just taking it completely out.
Yeah, usually I do too. And part of the reason is that even with the smallest amount of ethyl maltol, it gunks up your coils. I mean, God forbid you use more than 2% or something. 4%, yeah, 4% like those old crap juices from last year. And the stuff just, yeah, your coils look like garbage. It's the reason why people went on a crusade against it. And now there's all kinds of good e-liquid out there that doesn't use tons of ethyl maltol or sucralose. Maybe a tiny bit here and there, but really not tons. Vape Ross Vape said he had some beer juice and it tasted like diet soda.
Don't like diet soda.
That's funny. Well, congratulations to the first thought there. He said he had a crap day, so this brightened him up. Good for you. That's great. I'm so glad. Hell yeah. We aim to please.
Yep.
Love it. I'm on my avocado again. Oh yeah.
I may be recording the review for the Night TC this weekend.
Oh nice. Move it to your left a little.
I'm almost happy with it now, so
nice. That thing looks good in white, I must say.
Yeah.
Like in white.
It's good for a starter mod. TC's a bit, but yeah. Well, it's good for a starter mod if you just want to use it in normal wattage mode.
Oh, that's good. I'm going to say something similar about this Spartan Swap mod. Extreme battery life, right? Ridiculous claims of 300 watts that are irrelevant, but you know, it weighs too much, but damn, it gets good battery life. Yeah, that's so fun. Totally. So I'm going to put some of this DIY here. I decided to forego the twisted messes and stick it in the avocado because that's how I roll. Honestly, I can tell you how it tastes though. It's going to taste flavorless, right? These like cheesecake and fruit flavors are flavorless. And strawberry has a lifespan. If you leave strawberry for months and months and months and months, it'll fade over time. So these are the kinds of things that are good all-day vapes, and you want to steep them for about 3 weeks and then start vaping it and make more.
Definitely.
Yeah. Somebody in chat, JT Munn, says he's picking up one of those mods himself. Yeah, I think they're reasonably cool. They harken back to, there's like a style of those mods that have the built-in tank, or not built-in, but screw-in. So, William says he's moving to the UK in order to win a giveaway from you. I agree. I tried to get to Vape Jam, and I got no love on that.
Yeah.
You know, Uli asked if we're going to do a first quarter best of show, and that is a seriously interesting idea. Maybe we'll do a half show because June's coming up.
Yeah, for me though, this year, I don't think I haven't really got anything except from the Twisted Messes RDA.
The squared.
A lot of stuff that I still use, like the RX. A lot of them are still old mods. There's not been anything new that's really beaten what I've already got.
Right, and that's because you haven't gotten an avocado, my friend.
I'm sure it was that X tank you told me to get.
Oh, you mean this?
You love that tank.
The 10 mil tank. You know how long it took me to empty this thing? Like a long time. I don't vape that much. I'm like, wow, 10 mils really. Like... Then I put it down, and then I pick it up again later.
Yeah. See, that's why it's so good, because it lasts so long.
But I must say, this X tank, I got to do a review of this too. And, you know, only on the criteria of flavor, very good. Because I built it myself. And 10 fucking mils. Insane. And by the way, this is my resting bitch face, and I can't get enough.
Yeah. People were talking about, Flame was saying about need to do Canada only giveaways Yeah. I got juice out to Blaine, which was pretty easy.
And you just wrote nuclear fissile material on it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just put
they let that go.
bomb materials, and it's fine.
Yeah, caution. Caution, explosive material. And they were like, oh yeah, no problem. But you put nicotine on there, and they're like, evil.
Yeah. This contains dynamite, and it's fine. They don't care.
Yeah. And in England, they have another peculiarity. If you mail something to the UK, the guys there like to look at they get a magnifying glass out, and if there's any ink on the value field, any ink at all, even a dot, or if you spit on it and it discolors it, they interpret that as 25 pounds, and they charge you tax. Like, no matter what. Like, oh, there's a dot on it. Doesn't matter what that it could say 0, but oh, it's 25 to them. They're weird.
I think they've just lowered that down as well now. I think it's down to £15 now. It's ridiculous, but
seriously,
yeah.
My dog is eating my sock right here behind me. Get out! Get out! Out! So cute, but so bad.
Yeah, we had a guy from Ireland. Fixed in Focus was just saying about Irish giveaways.
Yeah.
We had a guy that won the Kennedy 24. I know it took a while to get to him, but he has got it now, which is cool.
And my friend Severin, my old high school friend from Severin, is working in Ireland right now, and he watches the show occasionally too. And he hasn't won a giveaway, but maybe he would. Be great.
Yeah.
If you inspect, somebody said, if you inspect this parcel, it will destruct in 5 seconds. No, I'm not touching that. No way.
I would like to give a shout out as well to the Vapor Chaser Brian and Zach, the Bearded Vapor 88. I know Zach doesn't watch the show as much, but I know Brian does, and I was on their show a couple of weeks ago, so I'd like to give them both guys a shout out.
Yeah, those are the guys with the worst vaping show ever, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? I forgot what it's called. It's a great name.
The worst show in vaping.
I love that name.
And they do Man Cave Wednesdays.
I love them. That's good. That's killer. Oh my God! It looks. Alex Schultheis says he bought an Outside the Box Mods Cosmonaut. Woohoo! There's my OTBM right there. I'm so stoked. I'm so glad. It's so fun that a bunch of you guys have gotten interested in the OTBMs and bought them. I know that Brian just got his and he's thrilled. His is like eye popping. That new green is insane. I'm jealous. It's beautiful. I'm so glad. Yeah, and Flavor Hunter has one coming.
Yeah, my next mission is a Hexome.
Nice. A Hexome, huh? You don't want to get something that's similar, that's custom? You could probably get like a cool lipo PWM or something wacky.
I don't know. It's just about them. I don't know. It's something about the Hexomes. I've had a look at all their like newer ones that they've got all the different custom paint jobs, and they look pretty nice.
They are pretty nice. I was going to say, though, I could probably get Gary from Slasher Mods to make you something with custom graphics for maybe the same price. It probably would be 180 watts, too.
Maybe.
And maybe. I would like one of those, too. Hexome would be great, though. I'm not lying, either. James Reeves was just shopping out Hexomes, and he ended up buying something else.
Yeah, the only one thing that I like about Hexome is the fact that it's a lifetime warranty, so if you get any issues you can just send it to them and they fix it and send it back.
That is excellent. That's fantastic.
And I know a few people have had issues with the Hexome, and they've sent it to them and they've said that we haven't got the parts in right now, so we'll just send you a brand new Hexome. Which is pretty good.
That's great. And I always say that I don't really care what brand you buy, but if you pick one that has a good warranty, you're stoked. Because that's really the difference in these days is service. Because anybody can crank out a box mod, but it's really the service that gets you, that makes it work. So that's really great. I encourage you, man. I want to see it. I want to touch it. What color are you going to get?
I don't know. At the moment, I'm probably not going to be able to get a brand new one, so it's just going to be looking around and just seeing what's about at the time. I was looking at one on eBay, but it's sold because I haven't got the funds for it yet, and that was a black cutwood edition Hexome.
Ooh, that sounds good. There's a also, don't forget to check the Facebook groups for buy and sell in the UK. You know there's something in there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome. JT Munn built his own too. That's great. Yeah, in fact, I've got a Hammond box, and I'm a little upset that the MOSFET failed the other day. I'm going to get it fixed. Fix it. So, God, what a good time. So we got maybe another 10 minutes here or so. And our mission succeeded. We had another relaxing Saturday morning, and I made disgusting sounds. I'm going to go put this on the heating pad there briefly for a few minutes, and then I'm going to leave it in the box for a little while. Then I'm going to keep vaping it. And you know, I'm actually vaping it, and it's actually okay. I'm surprised. I didn't think it'd be any good, but it's okay. You can't really taste the cheesecake too much, but the sweet strawberry works pretty well. But it's a little chemically. Just needs some time. Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah, JT Munn said Hexome gives a no questions asked warranty. They don't ask you what you did to it. If it's broke, they just take it, fix it, and send it back.
Well, I'm happy about that. That's really nice to know. That makes me want to buy one too, to support them. And look what Dennis Reimer just said too. He said that John from Hexome is about to put it out in RTA. And also Flawless is about to come out with their tank. Did you see that?
I don't think I've seen the Flawless.
Yeah, it's a lot like the Avocado and these other ones that we're all hot for this year. I guess that's what I would say about the 2016 best of so far, is that for me, the Avocado is it. And we've seen a lot of RDAs come out with updates, but really only one or two new RDAs, and the Goon is probably the other hot item in the first half of the year. I think the Goon has long-term legs, too, to be right up there with the Twisted Messes and the Velocity.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Hexome are actually gonna do a lifetime warranty on the RTA as well, as they're such a good customer service company.
If they do a lifetime warranty on that RDA, there's 100% chance that I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Because you know as well as I do that, you know, it's after a while, if you don't maintain it or something goes wrong or you drop it or whatever, it's like you stop using your favorite thing. And William bought a Mad Modder. I forgot. He told me the other day, William bought a Mad Modder. Congratulations to you, buddy. That's exciting.
Yeah, there's a question. Which one of you would make the best mad scientist?
Oh, probably me.
Juicy's got the hair for it.
Yeah, and I have the like devious disposition for it too. Well, which character are you in the superhero story? You're more like the super. You're like the brain power guy. Like I would imagine, or maybe like the super strong guy that people are just like, oh yeah, and then you walk up and like knock the whole building down. Have you seen One Punch Man?
No.
It's on Hulu, which you may not get, but One Punch Man is maybe one of the best animated series to come out in years, and it's brand new. The first season just finished in December. It's about this guy who's a bored superhero who can do he can kill anyone in one punch. One punch. He's like, oh, I'm so bored. Pop.
Brian's saying that Dot Mods have also just released a DNA mod.
Nice. Oh, I've seen that too.
If anybody in the UK, I am actually selling my VT box DNA 200 at the moment on eBay. I haven't got it next to me, but I've actually sanded and polished down the sides because for some reason the white paneled VT box, it turns a funny color from like when you're touching it with your like dirty hands and all the dirt, it starts to go like a brown color and you can't clean it.
Oh, you mean like my Decimus?
Yeah, so I actually sanded down the door panels, but it is on eBay at the moment, trying to get some funds towards that new Hexome.
Cool.
I have got it here. I have sanded down.
Oh, that looks killer.
Yeah, this is actually £85 with shipping. That's including shipping at the moment. I've still got the original box, and it comes with the micro USB lead as well for eScribe.
Dude, I like that way better now that you sanded off that white paint. Because you remember my complaint about those is that they looked too like, you know, kind of like shoes from the 90s.
Yeah, and you get rid of that horrible VT box logo that was on it as well.
Now it looks like a real device. I'm impressed, Luke. Wow, you actually improved that.
Yeah, that's up for sale. I don't really use it anymore, so it's just sitting there collecting dust, and someone else might as well have use out of it.
Dennis says that he's seen the Hexome RTA. It does come with a warranty, and he saw it at the last show he was at. And now that you've said that, I got to remind myself.
You have to get one. Definitely have to have a look at it and see what the look of it is. I'm wondering if it's the one that, because there's a few Hexomes at the moment on sale that are coming with tanks. So I'm wondering if that is the Hexome tank.
Yeah. Brett is asking me if I got my rig yet. No. You know, it has been a month since I won the contest, and it has been 3 weeks since the Instagram manager sent me a note saying they sent my address out. So I sent him a note this morning saying, hey, can you get tracking on that or something? Like, seems like a while. Because when I called him on the phone, Corey, the guy on the phone, was like, oh, yeah, as soon as they give it to me, I'll just throw it in the mail. I'll probably get it in the mail Friday. So I have a feeling that message got, interrupted or something. So I can't wait, but it's going to be a white rig with a white roughneck, and I cannot wait. This looks nice. This looks nice on my Noisy Cricket, too. I've got a 0.4 dual coil on my avocado, and it's working killer. This is that DIY we just made, and it's not great. It's okay.
Most juices need steeping time. I haven't, except from the one you tried, the policeman.
Oh yeah.
You said you could vape straight away.
That stuff was insane. I don't believe in shake and vape, but that stuff was pretty good. But it did get a lot better. And I sent some of that off, and other people have come back going, "Oh my God, it's really good." So I may try to make another batch the same and see if it stays the same. People still like it, then I might just ship it, start sending it out.
What's ended? Maybe my post has ended, but I don't think anybody's bought it.
Oh no! What's wrong with you people?
Oh, someone's bought it.
Nice.
BT box is sold.
That's awesome.
Guess I'm buying a Hexome today.
Whoop, whoop. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm very
get hunting.
I'm very excited for you.
I'm getting excited now. I can start looking for my Hexome. Oh, and
good. Can we shop through all the? Oh, that's good.
It's sat in the bank waiting for me to.
After the show, can we spend a few minutes going through the website, looking at all the colors?
I wish I could afford a brand new one. I think the cheapest I see was $169, and then you're probably looking at $20 shipping. So it's probably going to be out of my price range.
It's a lot. I know, right?
Sadly, because I know there is a really nice Hexomes on there.
Hey, I got a so Robbie Vape Shop Life says that Chef's Vapor is great and that he ordered Thursday and it got there yesterday. Super service. That's fast. So that's good.
The version 1, that one.
And Brett says that he's got to buy all his new mods before November. Why? Why November? You have a deadline?
I don't know, because I believe Brian yesterday. I'm not sure. I've not seen any government stuff yet that's been said, but there's a website saying that they've put back the TPD by 6 months. So technically, if they put it back by 6 months, all shops still get another year. So what we look in June, July, August, September, so October. If they don't bring that until November now, you've still got until November next year for the shops to be sold out of whatever needs to be sold out of.
So we're going to see massive orders, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't stop you from ordering from like 3F Vape and Fast Tech. You can still order stuff in. I was trying to explain this the other day because somebody read the 36-page TPD regulations and put up a post on Facebook saying, "Oh, we can't buy anything anymore," but we can. It's just shops aren't allowed to sell it in their shop. We can still buy it online and have it delivered to our house. It's just shops that have to actually not have it. So yeah, it's because there's no way they can regulate shipping, because they're not going to sit there and check every single parcel that comes through the airport. So
no, but they are going to check them all for that little dot in that field that says value of package.
You're going to get charged custom charges, but yeah, they're not going to be able to regulate it like they say they want to. Maybe they will in like 5, maybe 10 years, but by then it'll probably be shut down. Yeah,
by then probably we'll be smart. Hey, I want to say congratulations to Brett. He's expecting a baby in November. Congratulations.
Yeah, right.
That's so great.
The last couple of days we've just had another thing which has often been going on for a while. The NHS have been saying, well, the Health Board of England have been saying that we should be using e-cigarettes in GPs, so doctors should be giving them to people that want to quit smoking.
Yep.
And a lot of doctors were saying no, but now a lot of doctors are saying yes, we should be doing it. So hopefully that also means more research. So the more research we do in the UK, then the less they'll get off our back, because they'll be finding out that it's not bad for you, as obviously as bad as smoking.
Right. That's good. We really need to do this. We really need to bring the focus back on people and their health. And there's not enough, there's too much focus on people's annoyance or the slight weirdness or the culture clash or whatever. And all of that is just straw men. We need to focus on the health and people's cancer. So that's great.
And the thing is, to me, if the TP went really bad, and obviously we couldn't buy stuff like the RX, does it really matter? No. The main point is to not be smoking. You can use an Ego pen. You can, obviously they're not as good, but don't need to stop vaping just because you can't get an RX.
Right. And I can tell you that whatever devices we will end up with will at least be sufficient. I can assure that, because no one's going to make you give up what you already have.
Yeah. So you can still go out and buy like the AO, and perfect for not smoking.
Yeah. Yeah, like the IO kit or whatever. Yeah. I mean, if I were literally forced to, I would certainly use one of those things. Although it would not be my first choice. The avocado would be my first choice. I did bust out my Cubist tank today with my eVic VTC Mini just because it looks so freaking good.
Yeah, Rhonda's put in the chat, brick and mortar will be shutting down soon. Indiana. I don't know if you watched the show with Dimitri, Rhonda, but Dimitri believes that the bill that's recent at the moment, they'll actually win that and it won't go through. So hopefully Indiana won't have to just shut everything down. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that bill is too crazy to withstand the 2 lawsuits that are against it right now. And probably even if it does go into effect, it may just get injunctioned. I'm guessing it'll get injunctioned because it's too crazy.
Yeah, just meeting Dimitri at the last 2 vape jams. If Dimitri's involved, he won't give up until it's over.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse. And he identifies that as a crazy thing. Also, I want to remind everyone, take that Casaa vaping survey that you got in your email. If you don't have that email, then go to casaa.org and sign up. And if you go to the Facebook group at Facebook.com/groups/Gypsy Jones, there is a link to that Casaa survey in there for you to click on. And it's a vaping survey, and they need our information.
Yeah, there's just one more thing about the TPD. I know we are almost there now. We're almost on the date, unless they have put it back 6 months. Fixed in Focus was saying about 10ml bottles. Yes, but there's nothing on the regulations that stop them from putting 3 10ml bottles in a pack and selling it as a 30ml.
Yeah, that's one thing that Dimitri said, is that it's only going to increase the packaging cost, and that the manufacturers can become creative. And, they can sell you a 10-pack or a 12-pack. And it is annoying for you, but let's say you go home and squeeze them all into a bottle and then throw them away, okay.
Yeah. Keep hold of all your bottles that you have, your 100ml and your 30ml bottles.
Yeah. And
it's as simple as picking up 3 10ml bottles and squeezing it all into one bottle.
Yeah, or buy a bottle of cough syrup and dump it out, if you have to.
Yep.
Well, I tell you, Gizzard Sue said he took the survey, and hey, Gizzard, great to see you too, and Joshua Miller too. So we're going to wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to every one of you who tuned in here. You guys are the greatest, and we love all you guys, and there's so many of you in the chat, but I want to say thanks to Phil and First Thought and Travis and Vape Ross and JT and Gizzard and Fix and Focus and Bob and April and everybody else. There's a lot of you guys. We love you guys. And it's been fun making DIY. Keep tuning in. We'll be back here on Tuesday for Vape AM, and Luke will have stuff on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to him. And his link will be in a little card up there, but I haven't added it yet.
Yeah, and please don't forget, guys, if you want to get in on the replay giveaway, in the comments below, do it by weight. All you need to put, and we'll announce a winner next week. That's right. Type in "do it by weight" in the comments. All right, you guys are great. Let's vape out, and I'll try to find the magic button that'll keep us organized. This time I'll click it. Thank you. Bye.